G'day mate, welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, GD, and of course I have Icarus Prime with me today, who's very happy about finishing off the very first research. So happy he's taking the Neo. Yep, today, we're going to be doing a few things. First off, we're going to be speeding up most of the base, but I also need to thank you guys. I need to thank you guys for the feedback, the likes, the comments, just the enthusiasm for the last couple of episodes. It's been great. It's been fantastic, actually. So again, I just need to thank you guys. At the same time, because we're planning to build a mega base this time around, like the biggest mega base we can, we want to get into proliferation, which has been new added this particular update. So if you like mega bases, can you do me a favor? Can you click the like button? Very much appreciated. It helps the YouTube algorithm pick up the video and run away with it. So what's happened between episodes is I've been doing a lot of research, and I forgot how slow research was. So I have, whilst been doing research, filling up these boxes with goodies, mostly crap goodies, but occasionally some good goodies, and also putting down a lot of power poles. And as you can see, we've got about 50 megawatts worth of power, and our power load's about 30%, but it's going to get a lot higher in just a second. First thing first, now we've unlocked the new blueprint. I need to remove that, and that, because I made the mistake of downgrading them. We need to grab that and remove all the yellow belt. So we just put down the four green ones in the corners, and put in the 6th blueprint like so, which, whilst Icarus ever so slowly puts in the blueprint, I want to mention that there's also an extra blueprint, as you saw, being the assemblers only. Because previously, if you pasted down a recipe and you hadn't unlocked it yet, you couldn't see what the recipe was. So I made a blueprint with just the assemblers. It turns out since then, Dyson Sphere's had an update, which now means, let's take the green motors for example. They're full of materials, but it says recipe is locked. So you can actually have assemblers, even though you don't understand how the recipe works, with the recipe put in, and you've just got to wait till you actually understand the technology, then you can start building it, which is awesome, by the way. You're meant to be set to 0. So yes, we just need Icarus to put all this down, but in the meantime, today I want to play with the Proliferator and the spray painter, which needs steel. We have plasma exciters, which we have. Circuit boards we have. Also requires microcrystalline components, which come from copper and high purity silicon. I don't have high purity silicon. Luckily enough, with all my harvesting around the world, I found a whole pile of high purity silicon. So we're going to craft up, well, a few of those. In fact, can I get another 10, please? 10. We'll go for the whole 12. Okay, we'll put the high purity silicon we didn't use back, and we just need to finish off the last blueprint. It looks like we're out of boxes. Throw that in my inventory as well. Sort inventory. And yes, as soon as this is finished, we're going to go off and play with that. Actually, before we do that, we have unlocked the Proliferator Mark 1. So, the Proliferator Mark 1, it's a special chemical. You can spray on materials. And when you spray it on materials, the materials, when they go into a forge, a smelter, a assembler, just about anything, you get two choices. You either have extra products or extra speed. So things run faster, or you get freebies. I like freebies. Freebies are great. Again, if you like freebies, can you do me a favor? Can you click the subscribe button? Because that's also free. But you know what's better than 12.5% freebies? 20% freebies. How do I get 20% freebies? Well, we go on the tech tree, we go into technologies, and we do this technology here, which is 800 packs, which is going to take ages. But it seems somebody paused it just before it completed, which is good, because then we can get more freebies. Very quickly freebies. The other thing we want to do is we want to head 2 green belt? 2 green belt. Must remove the other 2 at the other end. Okay, we're going to remove that one. We're going to remove that one. We're going to head over... Hey, Proliferator Mark 2! We're going to head over here to this coal patch that we had previously. And I want to get this coal patch up and running. And what we're going to do is put down some power wireless power towers, because it turns out Icarus batteries are flat. Surprise, surprise. Because it doesn't matter how quickly I burn off material, his drones are using it quicker than we can replace it. Alright, I want to get a small little smelter setup running. Nothing too fancy. Well, actually, I don't even want a smelter. I just want coal, because the Proliferant Mark 1, I'm going to apologize in advance, I'm going to call it Accelerant from time to time to time, probably fairly often, because that's what it was called before it actually got added to the game. It was in there for a year now, a little bit over a year, a couple of days over a year, as Accelerant, and then the devs changed the name when they actually added it to the game and unlocked it. So, I make that mistake over and over and over. Okay, so I want to get this up and running. Then we want to make Accelerant. So what I'm going to do is production. We're going to put in... I'm not worried about ratios. I'm going to warn you right now. We're not too worried about what the ratios are. We're just going to go with... We're going to go with 6, actually. We're going to go with 6 assemblers, because the recipe for the Mark 1 Proliferator is just coal. So we're going to go with 6 machines, each consuming a tiny bit of coal, hopefully, and run a belt out here with the Mark 1 Accelerant. We happy with that belt going that way? No, we want the belt to go this way. Okay, which is going to need 2 sorters. I didn't probably grab enough sorters. Input, output, nice and simple. Yeah, the drones are off cleaning up, as long as I don't give them any jobs to do, which means I'm not building fast enough. So we're going to go power pole, power pole, power pole, and that'll start making the Accelerant Mark 1, or Proliferant Mark 1. Okay, to make the Mark 2, I need 2 of the Mark 1, plus I need 1 diamond. Now, the good news for diamonds is we've already got the recipe unlocked, and they come from energetic graphite. Energetic graphite comes from 2 coal. So if I take my coal, best way to bridge off the coal, I'm going to have to go up and over with some of these belts. Okay, we're going to bring the coal line up and over the top, and then back down to ground level, and up to here. And smelters, we're going to want to go 6. We'll put a 1 tile gap in the middle, and input. And then what I actually want to do, just for something different, is we're going to output onto the far side. It's probably, actually, you know what, we'll even upgrade that sorter, just in case it's a little too slow. I doubt it is, but we will put these on top, and that'll set those recipes. Okay. So that'll give us energetic graphite. Energetic graphite we then need to take back in and smelt once again. There to there to there. And out here. And if we put this insies, outsies with a different recipe, being this recipe, we will get out diamonds. So, you know, you just take coal and put it through a hot process and get energetic graphite, and then after you take the hot process of energetic graphite and do it again, you get diamonds, which means diamonds come from coal, which, sure, sort of like that in real life, but, you know, energetic graphite, I don't know. Maybe somebody in the comment section can tell us what energetic graphite is actually meant to represent in real life. But with our 2 new ingredients, we can then grab an assembler. We'll go with 6 again, because it is a 1-to-1 ratio. So, for every one of these, which take half a second, I need 2 of these, which take 1 second. So in 1 second, I can craft 2 of those. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. We just need to change the recipe, put an output belt down, throw in some sorters. Actually, that one only needs to be tier 1, and the output definitely needs to be tier 1, and then 6 machines, if you would please, sir. And we don't need that belt, and that's it. We should be good to go. Give them power, and can I throw that? There's the diamond. There it is. Okay, so that gives us Accelerant. Sorry, Proliferant. Now, proliferant doesn't actually do anything by itself. What we actually need to do is we need to spray it on the items on the belt. To do that, we're going to grab our spray coaters that I handcrafted earlier, put one on the belt. Now, we need to actually put the spray in the spray coater. So let's just grab 9 from there, and if I put these 9 in here, like so, it fills up the little tank, which is great. And then if I pull some materials out, we're going to see that it lights up green on the inside. We get a little bit of spray, and these items here now have one of 2 options. So they have 2 points. That is going to give us 20% extra products or 50% speed. At the same time, the energy consumption of whatever uses this particular material, or anything that has a Proliferator Mark II spray on it, the energy consumption is going to go up by 70%. So, what we need to do is I actually need to run that 1 tile too short. There to there to there to there and into the machine. Now, the reason I want to put it in the machine is, like I said, I get 20% extra products. So now it's being sprayed, and then going into the sprayer means I get 20% extra spray out of every spray that I spray on the spray. Makes sense? Also. Can I put those in there? Not really. Alright, so we're going to take this belt for a bit of a jaunt, because I want to do a few things with our sprayer. Obviously, where are the sprayers? There they are. Obviously, we'd like to spray the materials. There's a zigzag in the belt. Spray the materials before they go in to get that extra 20% bonus. We're going to go off axis so we can go through those machines and actually sprayer. Thank you. Just put that in there and top it up real quick. That one too. Excellent. It's no longer in my inventory. So we're going to spray both these items, which if we look at one of these, you have one item sprayed and you have both items sprayed, which means we're getting 12.5, 20%, 20%. So we're getting an extra 20% of the green goop out of these machines, which means, as we can see, the yellow bar goes around, but every single time that blue bar completes, I get a freebie. I like freebies. Okay. So we're going to put them in here to get that 20% freebies. Next thing I want freebies on is going to be the coal, because obviously this whole process uses a decent amount of coal. Can I put you there? Alright, so we're going to bring our belt out of here. We're going to keep it at 1 tile up in the air, so it's lined up, ready to go into machine after machine after machine. That could be an awkward... Oh, no, we can hit it just... Cool. And into that machine. So we're going to run into the first machine, into the second machine, and away we go. Sorry, I just turned on the lights because, you know, I like working in daylight. Okay, so that's going to put it into the coal. The coal is going to go into here. Now it has little spray markers on it. And we're going to get 20% extra Proliferator Mark 1 out of the machines. It's also, eventually the coal is going to make it all the way around. Hopefully. Eventually. Let's just keep burning off junk. Come on coal. You can do it. You can do it. Around the corner into these guys, which means they're also going to get, when they get a bit more coal, there we go, 20% extra products. It needs coal in there for the thing to be lit up, but we're going to get 20% extra coal. Then that's going to go into the energetic graphite. The energetic graphite is also going to, we can see it here, 20% extra products. So we're going to get an extra 20% there as well. I like my bonuses. I like my bonuses. Next thing I want to hit is probably this coal here, because no, let's come out there, down there, up there, into there, and that into there, that into there. Okay, so I want another spray coater. We're going to put you here. We're going to bring the belt out the back of this machine, up a tile, across a tile. We're going to go with a direct belt because there's no reason to have a nice sharp 90-degree corner when we're literally going across the map for the fun of it. And through that spray coater. So again, another 20% bonus. Okay. And that's going to go into the coal that's going into the energetic graphite, which is then going on to red science. So it's going to mean we're going to use 20% less coal here. Speaking of using less things, can we get an upgrade? There's this particular upgrade here, which I do like, which means that every single miner is going to use 6% less ore for one product out. So at the moment, they have 185k that they can access. So if they dig one ore up, it costs one ore out of here. Now, because we have that research, it's down 94%. So for every time we dig 100 ore out of here, 100 ore comes out the back of the machine, the vein only goes down by 94, which is handy. Also, it means they output an extra 10%, which I can't knock. So we're now proliferating these guys. These guys are getting their extra 20% bonus. Cool. Let's continue on. The next item I think we want to hit is science. Because science is important. In fact, we're trying to make a Dyson Sphere, which sounds super expensive. But till we get there, most of your resources are actually disappearing into science. So I want to go from there to there on a direct belt. And there to there on a direct belt. So I can get production, spray coder, there and there. We're going to need this belt, which was burning off extra hydrogen, which it seems we don't have any of, because it's all going to science. Into there. I'm going to bring the spray coat, the accelerant from there to, let's go to here. And, oh, is that on the ground? No, we can't have a belt on the ground. No, we want this belt to travel all the way around the base, one tile up. I'm going to bring it to here, then to here, and then through both those machines. Okay, so I'll start spraying our science. Now, our science is currently off, and we just need to get this belt finished. Come on, bots. Icarus can now run faster than bots can. Really? Drone move at 8, Icarus move at 9. Yeah, I prefer it the other way around. I prefer it when the bots are just slightly faster than what Icarus is. Okay. So, if we pick a research, we need a lot of research, so let's start with... Sure, let's start with that one. So, if we click on one of these guys, we can see we're doing 60 hashes per second. But after we start spraying the science, they're going to come out with these little arrows on them. And after they go into here... Close that. Come on, I need you to actually suck some up. We have one little arrow, and that's because it's an averaging. So we've got 11 points on the 10 in there, and as the average goes up, we're going to start chewing off the ones that have the lower proliferation effect. But once that's chewed off, we can see we're now doing 72 hashes. So we're getting 20% extra science for nothing apart from spraying it with some coal, which to me is a bonus, a giant bonus. So once we've sprayed the science, which now means I do want to look at sciences. So upgrades wise, Icarus is basically upgraded out. Everything from now on is yellow science. There is the drive engine, which we'll grab, which will let us fly from Interstellar. We do want this research. We want the polychemical engineering. We do also want titanium smelting. We also want the Mark II belts and the Mark III sorters. The bigger storage chest I don't really find a lot of uses for, but we'll grab the research anyway. And then we need the hydrogen fuel rod, the thrusters unlocked before we can get the planetary logistics systems, which will let us ship things around the planet with drones, but only around the planet. So that's going to be our tech tree for the right now, and everything is going to run 20% faster by default because we're getting 20% free products. Now, we're going to walk over an iron line, a gear line, along with a glass line and a brick line. I don't really care about trying to speed up or increase the production of any of these items, but the way the proliferator works is if I have anything that requires 2 ingredients, perfect example would be that science that we were just looking at. This. So if we happen to be doing green science, if we happen to be doing blue science, which is not sprayed, then we won't get this hash bonus because it's not sprayed. It is sprayed, but the ones in the machine are not sprayed. So if you're going to spray one item, you need to spray all the items. The only things I really care about spraying in this whole build is stuff like belts. that you just use a lot of. So we're going to run into machine 1, into machine 2, into machine 3, into machine 4, because let's be honest, they're not going to use a lot. These belts are hardly moving, so we might as well spray them because it's going to be cheap. Next thing I definitely want to spray is going to be the electronic circuits, along with the, what are they called? Magnetic coils, because they actually go into blue science. So that's going to be a pretty important thing to spray, and we're going to put them there and there. And you notice that these will happily sit on belts that are raised up off the ground because, well, they stack. They just attach to belts that are hovering. Don't question it. Gravity does not work inside the Dyson Sphere. Alright, so we're going to come to here, and then basically to there, around the wind turbine, up a tile, to there, through both those machines. Okay, so I'll spray both those things. The next thing I need to spray is going to be the energetic graphite along with the hydrogen to go into red science. But to do that, I need to move our little buffer box over to here. Give it a power pole so it doesn't complain. Same time, I need to move that belt over here because I'm going to need to spray both these items. We're also going to have to take the hydrogen belt that's on top of the hydrogen belt and just shove it out of the way. Hey, vertical construction level 2, which means I can actually build... Where are my labs? Labs. There. Grab 7. I can make my labs taller, which will make science go faster. Potentially a lot faster. Oh wow, we can keep building? Okay, hang on. We're going to grab some more labs. Lab. 11. Yeah, I don't think I can feed this without the buffer boxes. So that's fine because we have a decent buffer here. We're just going to burn through the buffer boxes. But we're also going to make sure we're proliferating the items on the way in to get 20% extra science. Big science. Well, free matrix cubes. Okay, drive engine number 2, we can now sail, which means we can go interplanetary. But right at the moment, I want to proliferate everything. Yeah, it's fine. We'll get to that when we get to that game. All right, so I need to do another research along with thread and needle. So we... Come on. I know, I need to go up a tile. I need to thread a needle. I need to come to here at 2 tiles up. And I told you research goes faster. And then come down and through those machines. Like that. Okay, so I'll start spraying the hydrogen and the energetic graphite. Don't forget, we did spray that back here as well. So we are getting... I can click on one of these. There we go, more research. We are getting 20% extra bonus. And then I'm respraying it again to make sure I get 20% extra bonus when it goes into our labs. Also, don't forget, we are, every single time we do this process, they bump up the energy consumption of things by 70%. So power usage could get really bad in the not too distant future. All right, once we've got to here, next on our agenda is going to be oil. We might as well do hydrogen and refined oil at the same time. So we're going to take this, run it. Okay, we've got things at 1 tile high already. We're going to run it to here, and then bring it down to 1 tile high through those machines. If I moved oil over a tile, we would make our life easier, which we're definitely going to... Ooh, I almost deconstructed all the belts. That would have been embarrassing. Run that into there, which... Hydrogen fuel rod, another research done. Okie dokie, and run into there. Okay, so this is going to accelerate the oil on the way in, going to give us 20% extra refined oil and hydrogen on the way out. On top of that, we're then going to proliferate the hydrogen and the refined oil as it goes into this process, which is going to give us 20% extra energetic graphite and 20% extra hydrogen on the way out of that system, which we're going to proliferate again, potentially. If it's already been sprayed, it doesn't get resprayed. But we're going to proliferate it again. Oh no, the energetic graphite doesn't get resprayed. Hydrogen doesn't get resprayed either. Oh, it does, over here. Okay, no, we're fine. So we're going to respray those and get an extra 20%. We're getting us bonuses in everywhere we can. We can also put more of those on top. You're prioritizing going out into the storage tanks. And I can't stack that any higher. But what I can do is remove the whole stack. Move it out on my tile. Lack of item. Perfect. That didn't line up. We should probably line it up. And run that belt in there and then into there. Because we might as well store up what we can. We don't need to burn it, so we're not going to burn it. That means hopefully we'll burn off any hydrogen. Although we do have a lot of wind power. Okay, so from here... Lack of item. Oh, we're out of out of spray coaters. Okay, so that needs steel. Steel, we conveniently have a belt right here, which we'll just stand here and just absorb for just a second to grab some more, and it probably definitely means we're out of silicon. Silicon, grab. And 13. Okay, fine. Wish there was a quick way to take this down in numbers. Okay. And then craft them a 10. Okay, so into our next builds. We're going to do... Obviously, we're doing circuit boards on the way out. But we might as... Oh, I don't have that existing. Okay, so we need to wait for this to craft, which is going to take a second. But we'll bring this to here. And then we're going to spray steel and circuit boards. Now, like I said, if it's already been sprayed once, it won't get double sprayed. Okay, that's pretty important. So there we go. So it just means when the new circuit boards that were sprayed at this end, there we go, thrusters are now done. The new circuit boards that were sprayed at this end pass. Come on, upper tile. No. Okay, fine. Be stubborn. We got it in there in the end. Please, power pole reach. It does. Perfect. Alright. Once these circuit boards here that are being sprayed get down to that one, they're just not going to get sprayed a second time. Alright, so that's all those products sprayed. So the only ones at the far side, which we might go and do really quickly, run that to there, is copper and the coils. So, oh look, there's a convenient amount of straight belt right here, which means 1, 2, no, okay, but we know where it's going to go. Can I plug that directly in there? Okay. Cancel. Again, just craft 1. Then craft the other 10? I feel like I'm I out of silicon? I'm out of silicon. We're out of silicon. Well, there you go. Alright. Can I put you... I can, even though we're going to place it around the belt. The belt already exists. Okay. So I'm going to plug this in, which will then spray these two items. Now, there's one more very, very important thing that I want to get set up this episode. And that's the whole reason that I've been collecting a whole bunch of trees and twigs and other things, is we can now make organic crystals. Now, if we hover over organic crystals, we can see that it's a rare item. It's a super rare item. It's a super hard to get item. But you can get it from trees and logs. Well, leaves and logs. We put logs and leaves, and also occasionally you'll actually find it naturally occurring. Oh, there's more logs. Really? I got no room for logs? I have no room for logs. Okay, you'll also naturally find it occurring occasionally. There we go, more research. Now, planetary logistics. Can we do energy storage? Sure. Photon frequency conversion. Geothermal extraction. Solar cells. High-speed assembly. Deuterium fractionated. High-strength crystal. Reinforced thruster. The structural matrix. That's the next, that's the next cube. We definitely want that. Queue is full. Okay, so we can craft these guys. Okay, these guys. Yep, those guys. But very, very slow to craft. Also requires water, and it's a rare item. So what I want to do is I want to clear a little bit of a spot here, and before somebody asks, this little decon planner is a mod. It's sort of, you might sort of resemble it from like another game. Starts with F. Very, very handy for deconstructing things in nice, easy patterns. Yeah. It's a blueprint mod. I actually had to install the mod to try and help with building and upgrading the workshop blueprint, and I left it installed because that little decon feature is awesome. So we're going to build a whole bunch of water pumps. Okay, water pumps are going to obviously pump water only because they're actually in the water. If we put them in sulfuric acid, which we'll do later on in the game, they'll pump sulfuric acid, but that's besides the point. They're also incredibly slow to pump water, like ridiculously slow, like annoyingly slow. Can we hook that belt to there, that belt to there, and that belt to there? And we want energy storage, obviously. We want that belt, and that belt. Okay, so power for these guys there and there and there. This whole build is temporary. We see they pump 55 water per minute, which sounds like a lot. It's really, 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 really not. Production. We want a spray coater. I want 1, 2, 3 spray coaters. In fact, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab our spray belt and we're going to run it. What do you collide with? You shouldn't. Oh, because you're trying to sit on ground level. Don't do that. What? Collide with other objects. Oh, you clip the fan, do you? Oh, the wind turbine. It's not a fan. Okay, run through to there. And then into there and through there. Not really happy about that zigzag. Let's just run the belt. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, so we're going to run the belts into here. And you guys are going to need power. And then we're going to have a whole strip of assemblers. Sure. Now, our strip of assemblers are going to need some Mark III sorters. 1, 2, come on. 3. And you guys are going to be making that organic crystal that we spoke about earlier. And we're just going to drag that all the way along there. I'm going to, again, throw power poles wherever, because this is a temporary build. We're going to be ripping it up as soon as we finish processing a lot of trees. A lot of trees. And we'll bring an output belt to... Let's squeeze an output belt in here. Yeah, we can squeeze an output belt into there, and then into there. 1 in, 2 outs. And I don't have any organic crystal. I do have some trees. Actually, we won't put the trees directly in the machines, but I need to give you an output. Okay. With that all planned, okay, everything's planned, we should be good to go. I just need to feed trees into one of these and a greenery into the other. So I need to come over here and technically find something for Icarus's fuel cells, because they be running low again. We're going to bring a belt through here and a belt through here. And I want to empty my storage boxes. And we're going to do that with a belt filtered for wood, a belt filtered for wood, a second belt which I'm going to put right there. I'm going to actually open it up, thank you, and set a filter, and I'm going to pick greenery. And we're going to put a second sorter here, and then I'm going to use the less than and greater than to copy and paste directly onto the sorter. And we're going to have two belts. One's going to do nothing but wood. The other one's going to do nothing but greenery stuff. And then all we should have to do is run the gauntlet. No. Of getting it from A to B. Actually, it looks like getting it from there to there is going to be the easiest. Okay. So then that comes to here. To that tile. No, down one tile. There we go. And plug that in there as well. So that'll give us greenery and wood. It looks like all the greenery is in that box and only in that box. So we're gonna grab half the greenery, put it in our inventory, grab half the wood, put all the greenery in there, put the wood in there. That's stone. Sure. Okay, core energy will deplete soon. I know! Recharge. Nope, I ran him flat. I ran him hard flat. Oh, drone, you can do it! Touch the Icarus! Oh, there's more drones out? It's gonna take a minute. Probably gonna be quicker for Icarus to walk to the drone. Come on, drones, you can do it. Come to Icarus. Yeah, I can either move or the drone can move. It's either or. One drone. Two drone. Three drone. Please, just enough power that I can get a drone out. And recharge. Okay, another recharge here and another recharge. There we go. More research unlocked. But now we've sprayed all three materials, we should see that we're going to get 20% extra products out of this whole mess. It looks like... What's the recipe? I need a lot of wood and a lot of green stuff. Okay. Can I change back to that, please? And fully recharged. There we go. Alright. And I put everything back in the boxes, didn't I? Yeah, add some stone. Cool. Alright, so that has got that geared up. We have proliferated everything into the workshop. Not that I really needed to. Gears are definitely proliferated. They just haven't made it to the belt machine. Oh, they've just started making it to the belt machine, which is great because I'd like 20% extra free belt. The catch is the tier 2 belt needs these green ones, which I'd have to get a proliferator in right about, a sprayer in right about here, which is going to be unbelievably, or have I not done that research? Oh, I haven't done the green engines, the annoying electromagnetic turbines. That, trust me, if you haven't played Dyson Sphere yet, you're going to learn to hate them because you never ever have enough of them. So yeah, this build is going. We're going to be getting out a whole bunch of these things ever so slowly. We have found a fair bunch of them. Like a lot of them. So that's something. But obviously we're going to want high strength crystal and a whole bunch more. Oh, there's some more there. That looks like about it. So, I think now we've gone through and proliferated everything. I think that's where we're going to end the episode. We did go from 50 megawatts up to 80 megawatts worth of power, which I'm sort of proud of. Also, sort of completely happy with. We might also notice that our hydrogen belt that didn't have any hydrogen on it prior now has a little bit of dribs and drabs of hydrogen popping out of it. Also... Why is it... Oh, we can't... Oh! X-ray cracking, you can't You don't have an option of proliferating it. Okay. Well, in that case, I don't want to do that or that. Yeah, because I don't want it to go faster. We don't need it to go faster. If it goes faster, it just means less refineries. And I don't want less refineries. I want the free products. The 20% extra product. Same with all of these. These will automatically default to 20% extra products because everything defaults to the extra products, in fact. Where's that belt machine? Belt machine. 20% extra products. You know, it crafts 3 belt at once, and 20% of extra 3 belt at once means, you know, a lot of extra free belt. Having for the tier 2 and the tier 3 would be really nice, but I can't see that happening. Anyway, I think this is where we're going to call it for this episode. We'll come back next episode with a bunch of research. Actually, what's left in my research? Solar cell orbits, ray receivers. Yeah, I didn't think that'd be red and blue. Magnetic particle trap, which we do actually need, and super magnetic field generation. So there's a couple of researches, not many. We managed to chew through most of the researches in one episode, and funnily enough, we still have a bunch of cubes left over because, yeah, we're getting that 20% through everything. Also, our original sprayer build, even though it was just what we threw together, it's running off 1 coal line. 3 machines are running. 2 machines are running. 4 machines are running. And 2... No, you're stacked up. Potentially all the machines are running from this little fledgling build, feeding 6 coal in per second. So I don't think we're going to go through the 200, 350... 550, 750,000 coal at any grand speed, considering how slowly this belt's moving. Yeah. I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be good for a while. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to call this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed. If you've watched all the way to the end, you've got to like the video because you've watched this far in. At the same time, if you haven't already subscribed, I'd very, very much appreciate it because next episode, I'm pretty sure we're going interplanetary. We have Alpha Trigeli number 3. We also have... What planet are we on? We're on number 4. So we have the choice of planet number 1 or planet number 2. We can see that we have iron, copper, stone, and coal. That's it on this planet. We need to go find a new planet to go play with because we need titanium and silicon because I burnt through all the silicon in one episode. Just making some spares. I got some spares, which is good, but it's just been spares, nothing else. Alright, we're gonna call it here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I will see you in the very next video. Alright, bye.